Now, it's nearly 400 years old and it's the oldest surviving map of the capital, and it's going on display, featuring the bear baiting pits of Southwark to the fields of Highgate. It shows a very different London to the urban landscape we now know. Tolu Adedeo reports.
This is perhaps the most famous bird's eye view of London, familiar to most of us, whether we're fans of EastEnders or not. Now Londoners have the chance to view the earliest surviving complete image of the capital, Civitas Londinium, which was created in the 1570s.
What's extraordinary about the map really is the detail that we see in it. We see detail of the city itself and the buildings, but we also see detail of life in London, of people. So we see arches in the fields to the north of the city up here. And we see people stretching out washing as well on tenter grounds, drying out washing on cloth. But then we see the detail of the city wall, which is obviously long since gone, and the city gates. And we see the real jumble of the houses as they appear within the lanes and the streets, obviously before the Great Fire. And west of the bridge, we see a really busy traffic of local watermen taking people across the river because there was only one bridge.
Only 3 prints of the map are known to survive, all reprints made in 1633. This one is on show following extensive conservation work. It's just one of a number of historic maps, part of a free exhibition at the London Metropolitan Archives.
The level of detail on these maps is really amazing. You can see individual houses marked out. This particular map was commissioned just after the Great Fire of London. This entire wide mass shows the area that was destroyed, including St Paul's Cathedral. And the reason the map was commissioned was to allow for the Great Rebuild.
A journey through the maps shows the growth of the capital into Greater London, and it's not just about navigation.
There are surveys of damage during the Second World War, but we also have Victorian epidemic surveys as well. So much in common with what we've seen over the last few years, we see the Victorians recording the spread of cholera and typhoid. And so we really start to understand how, in the past, authorities and individuals have used maps as a way of charting Londoners' lives.
The exhibition runs until October, a unique take on our ever-changing capital. Tolu Adedeo, BBC London.